Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Postman Podcast, the last edition of the year, 2020 podcast.
Oh, this probably is the last episode of the year, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll do one next week.
I was gonna say we might record next week.
Yeah, but it won't probably come out next week.
Yeah,
we'll probably record next week, but it won't come out next week.
Yeah, we don't take weeks off.
Nope.
Unless we bank, which we're awful at. So.
Yep, we're bad at that game.
Yep.
But I'm Elijah.
I'm Ken. Hello.
And I'm a dish. I forgot the words already. I'm done.
Oh my god!
I just made us restart.
You're a fish, mother flipper.
What was the line?
Son of a bitch.
Line.
I don't.
Line.
Stupid fish song.
I know what you're talking about.
Ken, I knew this was gonna happen, but I wanted to do it so bad.
There we go.
All I have to say is, you are fast becoming my least favorite C word.
Oh.
Christmas. Christmas is rapidly becoming my least favorite C word.
You're right. Dressed like that, you look like a massive C word. That's my favorite lines of this movie.
But I'm Tyler.
I can't find the quote.
I have dementia.
The dialogue in this movie is sometimes surprisingly snappy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
is it odd that I referred to the headmaster, principal, teacher guy as Snape the whole way through this movie?
No.
No, that was actually a better.
It's a better analogy than Tyler used at the beginning when he first saw him.
Yep.
Yep. Shit, we should have skipped right on over who he thought it looked like.
Ken, how do you feel about being a headmaster?
What? Tyler.
And then I looked at Tyler and I said,
hurtful.
knowing the ending of this movie, I really hope it's not canon.
and then I took it back.
No, the actions, the people whose actions I think is probably most practical.
Oh, okay.
Are the four boys who team up and kill zombies and loot. I'm like, yes. That's the smart plan right there.
Soldier of war.
My favorite dish is fish, mother flipper, and I eat it for the hell of it. A nice bit of halibut, that's not the only fish they got. Mackerel, I can take more than a snackful. Salmon with some jam, and I can drink it by the tapful. Haddock all is radical. I eat the fins, I eat the gills. Polar, cod, flounder, guppy, all the fish is delicious. Sue me.
Huzzah!
I don't know if I can do that again. Don't know if I can do that again.
It's okay.
But before we get into this week's Christmas movie, two things to fix. One, we said that we were going to be doing that guy's other two movies. Jeff Murray's two movies. We will not be doing those two movies due to other complications. We're just not going to be doing them. If you want to watch them on your own, go right on ahead. We will not be doing them. And my second repair is from a Mary Pachaco. I think that's how you say her last name. I said Ryan Reynolds played Satan in that commercial for Match.com. I was wrong.
That was not Ryan Reynolds.
The actor's name is Aaron W. Reed. So I would like to take that back and say that Mr. Reed did a great job playing Satan in that commercial, and that commercial's great. But I wanted to correct that because I did say that, and I'm very wrong. It is not Ryan Reynolds. It is Aaron W. Reed.
Cool.
Check him out on Instagram.
Cool.
But they brought that to my attention. So I figured I would fix that before we got into the last Christmas movie, Anna and the Apocalypse. Sounds very Christmassy.
Which is about as much of a Christmas movie as Die Hard is.
Takes place on Christmas. There's Christmas songs.
There's the same Christmas song in the beginning credits and in the closing credits.
And it takes place during Christmas?
It does.
They
There's
even
a
said
Christmas
Merry
play.
Christmas?
They use Christmas weapons. Santa's
Ho,
a
ho,
villain?
ho, now I have a machine gun.
No. Ho, 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 now I have a candy cane.
Yeah, it's a candy cane that is Christmassy themed. More than a machine gun.
Guys, the line from Die Hard is, ho, 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 now I have a machine gun.
I know.
We know what the line is.
I know what the line is.
Line!
Line? My favorite fish. Okay, plot synopsis. Cast list. Go.
Plot synopsis. Cast list. Go.
And in the Apocalypse, 2017.
Oh my goodness, this is quite the
Great
plot
golly
synopsis.
gee!
A zombie apocalypse threatens the sleepy town of Little Haven at Christmas, forcing, Anna and her friends to fight, slash, and sing their way to survival, facing the undead in a desperate race to reach their loved ones. But they soon discover that no one is safe in this new world, and with civilization falling apart around them, the only people they can truly rely on are each other.
There were a lot of zombs.
So, never mind. We'll get it. I was gonna jump ahead to a editorial opinion or an opinion of mine. I think I'll save it for later. Never mind.
Okay.
It'll come out later. I promise.
Cast?
Oh, cast list.
That's what she used to tell me, and they never came out.
Ella Hunt plays Anna. Malcolm Cumming plays John. Sarah Swire plays Steph North. Christopher Levereau plays Chris Wise. Marley Sue plays Lisa.
Lisa!
You're tearing me apart, Lisa! Everyone named Lisa from now on is doomed.
Ben Wiggins plays Nick. Mark Benton plays Tony Shepard. And Paul Kay plays Arthur Savage.
That's about it.
That's pretty much
That's the core people we need.
That's the everybody that is significant.
Mm-hmm.
I should say that is all of the characters
Worthy of note to pay attention
whose
to.
names we actually learn. Like the next three guys on the
Or the
on
friends.
are the three friends who are
who Nick ends up killing.
the friends. Yeah, who I don't
think he
zombies
killed
get
him.
Yep, but Nick decided to do it.
They get attacked. Oh yeah, Nick decided to
Let's go through here.
go through the Christmas tree warehouse and
Which is always a great
gets
plan.
everybody.
There's never Zams in the Christmas tree.
That sounds like a brilliant plan. Enclosed space.
Well, never mind. When we get there, when we get there, we'll discuss the
Okay.
strategy of their strategy in the Christmas tree warehouse.
Starts with a Christmas song.
Yes, there's Christmas
On the
music.
22nd. I have the dates.
Oh, I didn't know it was the 22nd.
Yep, because the next
guess
day is
that-
the 23rd because she pulls the candy out.
She has an advent
She
calendar.
has an
that's
advent
right,
calendar.
she
She
has an
goes
advent
back to pull the
calendar.
calendar and they zoom on the date. It's 23rd.
Almost called an aardvark
So the
calendar.
last thing
That
at
would've
the
been
end
bad.
is actually Christmas when they get when the end happens.
Oh, interesting. So they're driving off, and where next? And
Yeah.
Merry Christmas!
On
It's
Christmas
on
Day?
Christmas. When Dad says Merry Christmas, it's actually Christmas.
Happy Christmas!
Interesting. Ignoring medical alerts for Christmas music.
Yeah, that seemed a little bit too real nowadays. When during a pandemic, I went, "Ooh, pandemic
yeah,
worldwide." Ooh, a little bit too real.
This felt very.
I just went, at least I know it's at least a zombie thing.
This felt very
Very close to home.
very 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
They were like, "Oh, hand sanitizers and wash your hands," and I was like, "Oh." I was like, "This is very 2020" without knowing it.
Don't get bit.
Don't let them close to you. 6 feet apart.
Yeah, don't get bit was their face masks.
Yeah. Anna wants to see the world.
Oh, it is important to note, because I didn't realize this when we started it, or I didn't realize because it just didn't occur to me, but this movie's set in the UK.
Yep. The UK.
I did not know that.
They love this graphic novel in the UK.
Oh, it's a graphic novel?
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
It's a graphic
Very
novel, and I believe
interesting.
it was a stage play also. And then I think it was a movie.
Hang on.
I don't know for officially.
Hang on. Writers. One more credit. Let's take a look at this here. Novel. Barry Waldo wrote the novel.
Yeah,
Waldo, where is he?
over there.
I can't find him.
Yep.
It's a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Yep, that was pretty bad.
Look, they're not all winners.
They're not all winners, just like all Where's Waldo books aren't that hard. Anna wants to see the world. Dad doesn't want to. And
Oh, wait, never mind.
what?
She's not going to college. She wants to travel instead.
Yeah. To Australia when we discover her from her locker.
Would you guys ever want to go to Australia? Is that a place you would be like, I really want to go there?
I would, but I hate planes. So I would probably take a cruise to Australia before I could fly to
It's a
Australia.
long
It would be
boat
a-
ride.
I know, but that would be when I'm retired,
Long boat ride.
and that would be when I feel like I want to just kind of travel
You
around.
could. They absolutely do offer. I'm pretty
Yeah, they
sure.
do. I've looked it up.
Yeah.
That and one to Japan.
Yeah, I would not mind. Some of my favorite podcasts are from
I'm in
Australia.
different.
So I would visit Australia given the opportunity.
I would go, like, I have an interest in seeing the
Drop bears.
those are koalas.
No, the drop bears are a different thing. You gotta wear a hat with a fork in it for the drop bears. They drop on your head.
I know what drop bears are. But I'd be interested in going to, like, the zoo that was created by the Irwins,
Oh, okay.
and going there. I forget the name of it.
The Crikey Zoo.
It's not
The Crocodile Hunted Zoo.
I'm gonna go over there and hit it with a stick.
But
The Look at that Shayla Zoo.
I would want to go there, but like someone would have to convince me otherwise to go out and about.
Oh, I wouldn't go.
Well,
I wouldn't
you
go
go
all
to-
the way
you
down.
go to-
the tourist section.
Yeah, you go to Sydney. Go to.
See, I
They're
have
traveling the Australian outback like quickly down under.
I have a different idea of like going places when I travel. It's like I don't want to go to the tourist places because they're touristy. Like they don't seem as genuine.
There is a. Yeah. Okay. Well, so then you
I want
just go
to
to.
I want
you
to
go
see
to
the nice countrysides.
instead of going to Sydney, you go to. I can't think of a. You go to Melbourne, or you go to someplace else. You go to like a smaller city instead of like the city. You go to instead of going to New York, you go to Chicago or.
We'll solve your problem, Tyler. We'll just go to the outback up near the mall, and then we'll get a Foster's, and then that'll be how it all ends. Never order Foster's in Australia. I hope they chuck it at your head.
I'd never order Foster's to begin with, but
Hey guys.
What?
Mom's dead. In case you were wondering.
At least that doesn't get brought
Mom's
up
dead.
all the time. Very Christmassy. trope.
What? It gets brought up like every 30 seconds.
question: has a parent been dead in every Christmas movie we've done so far?
There wasn't really parents in the. Oh yeah, there was. There was the two kids in the Santa Claus movie that really didn't have parents.
Right. Well, Joe definitely didn't have parents. He was a street kid. And
Christmas Chronicles is the sequel with the dead parents, and
Yep.
yeah, there's the orphans. There's the orphans in the Santa Claus of Muscles.
right? Yeah, so
It's a Christmas trope.
It's Dead Parent Month.
Apparently it's yeah.
Change it from Christmas to Dead Parent
Yep.
Month.
Rest in peace, all you dead parents.
Montage.
Hey now. Hey now.
I don't know if I need to go that far.
No, the montage for the parents in the movies.
I don't really feel like finding like dead bodies.
You don't have to find dead bodies.
Don't.
What are you
I
doing?
could.
What
I could
snuff
find
film
dead
are you
bodies.
making at your house?
I could find dead bodies. It's the internet. They have everything.
I know. That's where Lewis is. Out back.
Where were we?
We meet the vice principal, who's a huge douche.
See, Elijah had mentioned that like this vice principal was like every vice principal he had in school.
Oh, he just reminds me of every tropey vice principal that's ever existed.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like in your school.
My vice principal was the disciplinarian, mean vice principal, but I never did anything really wrong. They could always call my mother, and that would solve the problem because my mom worked in the school, so that just solved the problem.
I didn't have that in school. Like my vice principals and such were genuinely like really nice, down to earth human beings that would like sit down and level with you and be like, look. They didn't like really like yell or scream or anything like that.
Chase people to the lake for drugs.
Yeah, the only...
Well, your school, I think, had a bit of a bigger problem than mine, for whatever reason.
The only strict...
Rich people.
The only strict disciplinary type principal I remember having, for a brief window of time, we had a pretty tough principal when I was in elementary school, of all places. But all of our middle and high school, like all the middle and high school principals I remember were administrator, bureaucrat, politician type people, so not hard ornery cusses or anything like that. Mm-hmm. You know, not necessarily super soft, but not like authoritarian or anything.
Withdraw your tongues. Then they go right back at it.
Can I have a question?
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay.
I want to know. Say it. Do it. Do it.
The next time we catch you and Lauren kissy face, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Wash your tongues.
Withdraw your tongues.
Withdraw your tongues.
Okay. Full disclosure, guys, I watched most of this movie without Lauren, so
I figured it was a zombie movie.
I tried to spare her this. She would not have liked it.
I knew she wouldn't have liked it.
I barely liked it, so.
We're going back to that thing that Ken doesn't like joy.
This touches the heartstrings, man.
What the? We were watching different movies.
This made Christmas spirit. This was a great joy.
Okay, first song. Here it comes. Teen Angst, the song. So much angst.
Angsty, angsty, angst.
Angst, yes.
Yes. Yeah,
that's the extent of my notes on the first song.
I like that.
So
Thanks you for those notes,
much
Ken.
Angst. You're angstsome.
Teenage problems, man.
Thank you, Ken.
Angst.
I feel like my puns are often ignored.
Well, that was substitution. That wasn't necessarily a pun, but that's okay.
I really enjoyed that. Like, there's. Did I get the girl with the respirator? Is that later on? No, that's this part. Yeah, because they make the noise that there's like.
Oh yeah,
she's got
like a zombie, and then there's just like the girl has the inhaler.
Yeah,
problem.
she's got the inhaler.
And then she gets hit with a macaroon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't understand. Like, so. Oh, I guess it's because she was in love with him, but he's standing there with the plate of
Macaroons.
pastries or whatever they are.
Generic food X.
And I'm like, why doesn't she just like, bah! And just all over him?
Mm-hmm. I actually thought it was going to happen. I'm like, she's going to make him wear that.
Yeah, I thought so too, but she doesn't.
And it didn't happen. I was like, all right.
We meet Nick. Nick is a douchebag that I don't want to exist. But
Nick reminds me of the douche from Sausage Party.
Well, I don't super remember that. I mean, I don't remember his personality. Let me put it that way.
Get juiced, bro.
I'm impressed that you remember a line from Sausage Party.
There's a lot I remember from Sausage Party, unfortunately.
See, well,
it was such a
I don't know how to describe it, but it left a burn in my brain.
That.
Oh, it's time to talk about health and safety. That's what that is, and I already said that already. But
Yeah, because they're at the play rehearsal, and someone goofily trips and makes the star fall down.
Makes the star fall down, which is the autopilot.
Yes, a little bit. It's
I went, oh, that's gonna come back.
This is gonna be a callback.
I don't like Nick at all.
You're not supposed to.
I know you're not supposed to, but you're like.
He does not like
I don't
Nick.
like Nick 99% of this movie.
He does not
But
like
I associate with one character in this movie for myself, and then he dies about 70% away into this movie.
He does not like him if he was a fox.
He does not like him if he was a box. I do not like him if he was a Nick. I do not like him if his name was because he's a big dick.
I'm glad you got through that, buddy.
I was about to say because he's a fick, and then I was like, that doesn't rhyme and is not a word. Because I was trying to avoid using the word dick.
We're men here.
He's only redeemed at the end of the movie.
Yeah, but is he redeemed? I don't redeem him. Neither does she, so I'm glad about that.
Even more teen angst, the song.
Oh, Hollywood Ending? I love Hollywood Ending.
Hollywood
Ending is the greatest. I'm telling you how this movie's gonna end, and we're gonna call it back. This movie's not gonna end like in the movies. It's gonna end depressing. Is how.
Yes. This is the song that was running through my head this afternoon. That and the
top three favorite songs in this movie. Probably number 2.
Well, there's only like 4 songs in this movie, so
there's like 7 songs. I have the album. It's like 13 songs long.
Oh my goodness!
How dare you, Ken?
Hey guys, hey guys. Her mom's dead. In case you forgot.
Oh.
Is that when the one?
That's when she's having the moment with Steph.
And and she's like
she's trying to break into her own car because the jackass took her keys, and
lawsuit.
Her mom's dead,
and she's like, at least she's because her parents are away. They're off in Australia or someplace.
Mexico.
Mexico, that's it.
Yeah, 13 songs.
Okay, great. At least one of them is the Christmas song from the closing.
Behold, I am Ken.
Which doesn't count.
Look upon my field and see that is barren for all the fucks that I give.
It's so true with that face I received. Yes, it was. No truer words were spoken on this podcast in 3 years.
But she's like, my parents don't want to be around me because I'm the strange, weird little kid.
Yeah.
She's like, man, I wish my.
Who wants to help the homeless? I don't understand.
And Anna's there, like, well, gee, I wish my mom was here because she's like, I can't see, like, her mom is dead. We don't know why.
She doesn't say it.
No, but everybody knows it.
Yeah, no, but I meant like Anna doesn't say it. Anna's just like, well, you can. I'm like, I'm sorry, but you can hang out with, like. Hannah doesn't really say much, and then she just like goes off on Anna about like, well, at least you don't have to deal with parents that are like this and blah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, it's just angst meeting opposite angst.
Mm-hmm.
Let them fight.
Then we see our first zombie in the sequence.
First zombie.
She gets elbowed. Sorry.
Smash cut to the bowling alley.
Then my favorite lines, which I already said, Christmas is fast becoming my least favorite C word.
For pointless reinforcement of teen angst. Yes, Teeler?
I'm just sitting like
you
this.
You look like I thought you were gonna.
No.
You looked like you were about to say something.
I did kind of give like a emotion like I was gonna say something, but no, I just thought I'd lean in like this.
Now we're at the play, and then there's the penguin dance.
It's not really a play. It's like the holiday talent show or something. Although it seems like it's more structured than that.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to I think then it was supposed to be, and then the next Sexy Santa song comes on.
It was a Sexy Santa song.
Oh, I forgot about the Sexy Santa song.
With the backup dancers, which makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, how...
And then my favorite's Grandma in the back, just like, yay.
That's because that's one chill grandma. But, my question, like, did they not practice it that way? Or is this something that they pulled out of nowhere? Like, hey, they practiced this on the slide.
Yeah, I think that's what was supposed to be said, because the vice principal gets all mad about it.
But then wouldn't he theoretically have the authority to shut it down and say, nah, get off. No, this is not what we practiced. This was not approved. No, not okay.
I don't know.
Ken, the show must go on.
That's probably what he was saying.
Well, no, he was calling it.
Yeah, he called it. He
filth
said he was going to kill her.
Filth. Pornographic
Yeah,
filth.
that's it.
Yeah. It's a noise I'm probably sure he would have made.
He probably did make that noise. Little weaselly dude.
Is Snape about to get eaten by zombies? I hope so. He doesn't.
Oh.
That's what Tyler said too. He's like, is he going to get eaten?
Nope. Zoms didn't get him.
Oh yeah, but that would render the school unsafe, and the plot synopsis said the school was the safe place.
That was the meet location for when the army takes care of all the zombies.
Yes.
Which overnight they all lose.
I've learned a lot about zombies from playing 7 Days to Die.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, the army is always the zombies.
I will tell you, from watching movies about zombies, that stands true.
I feel like these zombies should have been very easily overpowered by the military.
It's probably
Because I sit in my Hummer, I pop out the 30 caliber machine gun, because these are not climby zombies, they're not runny zombies, they're shambly, not especially durable zombies.
they do lose to garden.
A 30 cal in a Hummer, you spray until you run out of ammo.
I am assuming
Like
that somebody made
your
a
only
mistake.
limitation is ammo.
I'm assuming that there was like one or two assholes who got bit and were like, no, I can handle it. And then eventually just like snuck up in their platoon and just bit most of the ones that were in those things. And then it just like slowly just started just spreading like that way.
It's because we don't do tactics, and it's convenient for the plot for the military to have been turned into.
Also, zombies at night become better zombies.
Based on his video game.
We don't see that. There's no evidence of that in this movie. Actually, there might
It's
be
common knowledge.
because they break through the door at night. They break into the bowling alley at night, which we're probably getting up to.
We're getting close to that.
I have Teen Angst, Snow Angels.
Because zombie violence all around, and we're dancing. It's great.
Zombie violence all around.
And there's people there trying to get her attention, and there's just zombie violence.
Oh, this is the happy song.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Well,
so Teen Angst, Snow Angels happened before that.
Uh-huh.
And then just a reminder, Mom's dead.
Oh.
And then I have, just tell her you love her, you fool!
Yeah.
Because subplot, or not subplot, but John, the friend, who has absolutely been friend zoned.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I relate to John on so many levels.
You're married! What?
I'm married now. I meant I relate to him back when in high school. I'm going back in my teenage angst days and going, man, I relate to John. I also love his Christmas sweaters.
It's just the one sweater.
Just the one.
It's the
One
same
of us.
sweater.
Oh, where's the same sweater?
It's the same sweater. The blue one with the Christmas tree on it.
I love his Christmas sweater.
He's just madly in love with Anna, and everybody knows it but him, or everybody knows it but her.
But yet they feel like she does, because she just goes, and you're
sad.
my best friend, while they're having the shopping cart conversation.
Yeah, she'd shut him down pretty hard.
Yeah. He was friend zoned real hard in that shopping cart conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Okay, I get it.
But then that meant that she knew. Because she goes,
Okay.
you're my best friend, John.
Right?
Right? like strikes that friend word very hard.
I have my next note is a song that's not teen angst, please. And then it is the happy song.
Happy song.
As people are running in terror in the background and zombies are killing people
miles
and
away. Miles away.
It's strange.
It's great.
Very, very strange.
There's a guy that just falls on his roof. And there's the girls that just start attacking zombies with their purses.
Yeah, really? You go to attack a zombie and you bring a handbag?
You bad man, get away from me, you bad man. Bad man.
Anna's cleverness with stuff is also a good time. Like Frosty the Snow Zombie. Because that's the first actual zombie that Anna fights.
Frosty
she uses
the
the
zombie.
seesaw and knocks his
Knocks
head.
his head off.
Yeah, she rock'em sock'em the zombie with a waist-high teeter-totter. I don't quite understand how the teeter-totter, which only comes up to your waist, knocks his head off. But, meh.
He bent forward to reach for John. Then knocks his head off.
He didn't bend that, then it's fine.
It's in the script.
In
It's a fun little Christmas musical.
script. It's in the script. It's in the script.
Well, we all deserve to go extinct while we're looking at these computers, and we go to the bowling alley.
And we're looking.
And then I go, yeah, that stands true.
Because they were looking at the.
They're looking at the selfies.
the evac selfies.
That's it.
www. Hashtag
Evac
evac
selfie.
Hashtag evac selfie. I have that.
I was like, oh, evac selfie.
Oh, hopefully it's not transmitted through blood, because they both got zombie blood all over them.
Yeah.
Not all over them, but John got it all over his face, and Anna got a little bit on her face.
It's only transmitted through poor dental hygiene.
Apparently, it's only transmitted through bites.
Mind you, some of those zombies get a good hold on some people,
And-
like they did on the girl in the end in the TV room. She got a huge hole in her back.
And how exactly they know that it's not transmitted through blood at this point?
They don't, but you got to go with what you got.
Nah.
So now we get the zombie fight at the bowling alley. There's the first one in the bathroom, which is the cleaning lady that John had hit in the head with her shoe.
Meanwhile, in the ladies' room, a zombie is discovered.
which Steph bashes her head in with the toilet. Scene.
Yeah.
I was like, and Steph is ahead. I was counting all the zombie kills in this scene. I was like, and Steph is pulled ahead.
So how did cleaning lady become a zomber?
It doesn't tell you
It's
that.
unclear.
Yeah, it's like the bowling alley team. You just don't know.
Well, the bowling alley team left.
The bowling alley team left.
So they
I don't know
could've
if
been
they could have. The bowling alley team could have came in, bit her,
Wait,
and
what's
then
the
she
bowling
hid.
alley team?
The bowling team with the reindeer guys, the best man team that they fight in the bowling alley.
Uh-huh.
They left after that night drunk, and then Then that's the people they fight in the bowling alley.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
That.
They were the people that they were at the bowling alley bowling, and then they walked out Dasher, Dancer, and then she didn't know the rest of the names of the reindeer.
Oh.
Which is a general theme randomly throughout this
Richard?
movie. Richard.
Nixon.
Clark.
Nixon. Agnew. Bush. Quayle.
Dancer.
Bush. Junior. Cheney.
Oh my.
Prancer.
Clinton. Gore.
Vixen. Comet. Cupid. Tana Dixon. And that's where you get Olive. That joke about all of the other reindeer. You know, there's that one called Olive. He's a real dude.
He's a total dick, yeah.
But the zombie fight in the bowling alley's fun.
Yeah, but see, if they break into the... Was it just me, or did they, like, break a hole in a wall?
I thought they did, yes.
Okay, because...
They had to get through that hole in the wall!
They then proceed to stay in the compromised bowling alley.
Because maybe, I don't know how the bowling alley design goes for a general bowling alley, but maybe that was a hallway that was behind where the alley pins are and all that. So maybe they just broke through that side wall as opposed to like a structural outside wall. Like, I don't know if that's like a hallway to get back there behind
Oh, so maybe they were
equipment.
inside the building.
Yeah, but they were behind a wall that was like a closet like wall, so that they could get back there and work on the pin machines.
Okay, so the theory is they were there bowling.
Yeah.
They leave for a while they go out and have a smoke. And while they're out having a smoke and a chat, they get bit. One of them gets bit. They all
and then
get
the
bit.
cleaning lady like maybe lets him in.
They come back in before they've turned.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they turn. They then bite the bowling alley lady.
Who then maybe traps him in that hallway thing.
Yeah, and then she goes to the
Hides in the
ladies'
bathroom
room
from the bite.
and turns, and then they break out. So this was all one contained
Yes.
bowling alley thing. They didn't come in from outside. They were stuck in the bowling alley. They just came from a separate area of the bowling alley
Yes.
into
They were
the main
Rorschach.
part of the. Okay.
That is my bowling alley. That is my answer to the bowling alley question.
Okay.
Is that the cleaning lady let those guys in there and that she trapped them in the bowling alley area?
See, I thought for sure that they broke in from outside the bowling alley. Okay, then.
Because they were bowling there that night, so she was like, "Oh, they must have forgotten something. Open up door, try and let him in." They bite her. She traps him in that room, and then she runs to the bathroom like, "Oh man, I've been." Then like, because the tree place makes sense as to why there's zombies in there because the front door is open.
Right.
Which is
Right.
why I was
There
like,
are-
"This is stupid.
there are
Why are you
multiple-
going in there?"
There are multiple points of access to the tree warehouse, yes. Okay, so, bowling pin. First reasonable weapon I've seen in this movie. Wait. Bowling balls. But they were less practical. Because they're harder to hold on to.
John smashes that dude's head with the balls. Ah! And then throws up.
Yes.
John's my favorite.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I love John.
Power's out.
Yep.
Did they seal the hole of the zombies? Okay, so never mind. This is.
That would answer your zombie hole question.
Yeah, that's my zombie hole question. And then we come back to the school where they're still.
They're trapped in the cafeteria.
Yeah, they're all everybody's at the school. Everybody's at the school and safe. But things are a little frayed. The supplies are being distributed but people are like, what do we do?
Headmaster Snape's being Snape.
Headmaster Savage is being a jerk. And we see Tony.
Dumbledore.
Tony goes off and looks out the window and is crying because he misses his daughter.
Debates opening the door,
it's cute.
leaving. That's when the other song is there.
Oh, more Teen Angst, the song.
But there was adult angst in there too. The guy was singing.
Oh, not that song.
No, human voice.
Okay.
Yeah, the "No one understands me, I'm so lonely, no one will listen to me" song.
His grandma sitting there dying.
So they are having a blue Christmas.
Oh, have a blue
They're having a Brains Christmas, I think.
Christmas.
Now, Porky Piglet.
And I'll have a blue,
blue
Christmas
without you.
That's my favorite version of that song. Every time it comes on, I'm
Clambake, gonna have Clambake. It's an Elvis song.
every time that song comes on, I'm like, the only person who can sing this song is Porky Pig.
I just watched a bad Elvis movie called Clambake, and in the middle of it, he breaks into a song called Clambake, and he is at this point in his late 30s, early 40s, and he's dancing with these 18-year-old girls. And
he's in his late 30s, early 40s.
So it's kind of in the I almost am very fat Elvis stage. So he is he's a little
older.
poochy. He's a little poochy.
Older than that.
And just to be clear, the double entendre for Clambake has been played. So there's about 50 bikinied women around just going, Clambake, gonna have a Clambake. So it's my random Elvis moment for the day.
Okay.
Since you brought up Blue Christmas, I thought I would bring that up.
I don't know if I needed that, but it's
You're
there
welcome.
now.
It's my story. You're welcome. Well, now the army zombies. So now we get the convoluted plan of let's go get your car. Oh yeah, because the keys were stolen. The other point in the beginning of this movie.
To the swimming pool.
The swimming. So they decide to take the swimming pool as a shield, quote unquote.
They'll never notice us in this.
He was 32.
Early 30s, yeah. Early 30s, 40s, right? Did I not
He
say
was
that?
32. I thought you said late 30s, 40s.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. You very well could have said.
I might have said late 30s. I meant he was either 30 or 40.
He was 32.
Okay.
When that movie came out, maybe not when it was filmed, but when it came out.
But he's having a Clambake.
Yes,
just
they're
want
out
some
in their
clam.
own bubble. The military has been infected. They're out in their own bubble. They take the pool that had the balls in it.
Now.
For some reason, the bowling alley had a ball pit.
I don't know.
But
It
hey,
was there.
whatever.
It's a design. Somebody
It's
else's
not,
creative.
it's not a terrible idea. It's just you don't see very many bowling alleys with ball pits.
I'm assuming maybe they were trying to advertise as like a fun zone, and they had a ball pit in the bowling alley.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But would that have worked?
Would what
Nope.
have worked?
I don't think that would have worked.
Would what have worked?
The pool. I think if against one-on-one zombie, maybe like they could like keep walking and it would like run into it and fall down. But but if like 10 zombies came, that pool's done, right?
Yeah, well, the way it works, the only way it works is the way that they employed it, which was, oh, they're zombies, turtle,
Yeah.
and then
Then there's the one that's just half body crawling.
right, which was the one scenario that they didn't account for, which is really what ultimately compromised their little plan. But
Because when it comes to killing zombies,
he's
they're the top of the class.
Yeah.
While they were hiding, they were kicking some ass. They don't know what they're fighting for, but they're soldiers of war.
Ooh.
Like I said, I am on board with this.
I was on board with
plan of action.
I was like, okay, these are the people that I really enjoy with the girl's line. Are they excited? They're idiots. Of course they are. I was like, these are the kids that like played the video games and were like, this is great.
I've always struggled in the video games with a melee weapon for zombies.
If you had the right melee weapon, I am so on board with metal bat that
I maintain that
it doesn't run out of ammo, and it is a metal bat, and it will do the damage that it needs to do.
An aluminum T-ball
Yeah.
bat is a really good anti-zombie, especially if you you do a little something to add some more weight to the end. So you get the short but the heavy. Also, I like the idea of a long-handled like 2-pound sledgehammer. 2 or 3 pound sledgehammer with a long handle.
I'm on board for
Anti-zombie.
a weapon that will knock them to a direction that I'm not going.
Yes, but Elijah hits the nail right on the head with the melee weapon against zombies. No reloads, infinite ammo.
That's my biggest problem. It's like, yeah, it's nice to find a gun and use a gun. It's great to have one for when those situations arise. But if I'm walking down the street and I'm trying to get supplies, the melee weapon is probably the best bet that I'm going to have at that moment.
Especially against zombies like this,
Yeah.
that are slow and shambly.
Fast zombies like in World War Z? No.
Yeah, no, like
Gatling gun is what I need.
fast zombie, like running zombies, or like the freakers from Days Gone.
Mm-hmm. Or the ones or like jumper stuff from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, that's a whole different kettle of fish. We're all boned in those situations, but as long as they're slow, shambly zombies,
Yeah.
melee makes a boatload of sense. Like
Your usual
you
Walking Dead zombie.
put on leather or canvas, or some nice high density fabric, so that if you do get pinned down or you're waylaid or something, they can gnaw on you for a little bit and not break through.
Boots.
Boots, yes.
They're made for stomping.
That is the one thing that I never see people worry about is their footwear, and I'm like, boots.
But yeah, I like the these guys. Shopping carts, brilliant. The only place
the shopping carts.
The only place I've ever seen the only other place I've ever seen shopping carts was in the
Dead Rising game.
Yeah, Dead Rising. That's it. I always want to call that Left 4. I get Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising. Like, I know which ones. I don't really know which one's which. I get the titles conflated. Like, it's the same. It's not the same game to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I know one is one and the other is the other. But I can't remember which is which.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead, the 4-player shoot 'em zombie game.
Right, and then Dead Rising.
Dead Rising is the use whatever you can find.
Is the in the shopping mall.
Yeah, in the shopping mall game.
Yeah, Frank West.
Yep. He's a playable fighter in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But he uses shopping carts, and that makes that makes sense to me. You take shopping carts and you put some
pointy stuff at the front.
And it didn't even necessarily have to be sharp. It just has to be like, stay the bleep away from me.
Yeah, it just has to be like something to get them away.
Actually, put like a snowplow on the front of it.
Yeah.
Put like wedges on it so that it knocks the zombies out of your path, and 2 people and you run. And you're, it's not a like a long-term permanent long-term solution, but it would absolutely, like, if they had a like to skip ahead a little bit, if Nick and Anna had something along those lines,
they would have been able to get out
at the end when they're like, oh, we're just stuck in this corner.
Mm-hmm. We're stuck and we're surrounded. How do we get out? Oh, we're doomed. Yep, a shopping cart would have been handy. Oh no, the vice principal is so going to snap. Oh no. Sorry, everybody in there.
I'm the headmaster. I'm the headmaster.
Yeah, the survivors at the school are starting to unravel, or at least Snape is. He's king of the castle, but the castle's become irrelevant.
Yeah, that's because everybody is seeing that the military's taken, so they're like, no one's coming for us, so staying here is pointless.
Right, but Snape is like, no, we have the rules, we have the plans, we have the procedures, we have to follow them.
I'm in charge. And everyone's like, no, you're not.
I'm the headmaster.
I'm the headmaster.
I mean, don't get me wrong, hats off to him for trying to assert some leadership, for trying to, bring order to a desperate and chaotic situation. It's just his methods are awful.
I was about to say, I think it was just his,
and it's because he's a terrible,
yeah,
hateful, despicable human being that nobody likes.
Mm-hmm. Like, if Anna's dad had said something like, hey, we all need to calm down, relax, and come up with a plan to work together,
right,
that would have been a different thing. Whereas he's just, like, spouting nonsense and
right,
rambling
like,
about
I think,
the rules.
And realistically, I think the cooler heads are the ones that are saying, okay, we can't stay here forever.
Yeah, they're all going to surround us.
We need to get out. We need to get on the move.
While the getting's good.
While we can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that, like I said, that probably is the saner, cooler heads are the ones that are saying, hey, let's hit the road. Because, like I said, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. And, yeah.
John is officially friend-zoned in the shopping cart. That's what I have written.
Anna has armed herself with the candy cane.
Oh, that's the next one.
Okay, yeah. Then I missed that.
Because there's the while they're walking towards the tree place.
Oh, right.
They're in them two are having their own conversation in the shopping cart. And that's where Anna's like, "You're my best friend, John."
Oh, John.
And then John is like, then you can see on John's face, he's like, and that kind of hurts. So it's my turn to get in the cart. So he gets in the cart.
I'm never gonna get that sweet poo-tang.
And then she's like, then she says the ill-fated words, "No one is going to die."
Dun, dun, dun.
Famous last words.
Famous last words. That's what I have written. And then Anna gets her weapon of choice through this movie, the garden candy cane.
Yeah, it's what? It's just a wooden, like it's a wooden.
I thought it was like a metal thing because the
It looked like a metal stake.
The bottom's got the metal stake in it.
Okay, I thought it was wood. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
What
Wood or
it's
metal,
made out of.
they're both good.
It's,
They're better than.
I had
cheap
assumed
ones.
It's like
through the movie.
it's like a 2.5 3 foot long candy cane that has a spike on the end. You would like put it in the ground next to your walkway or along the front of your house.
And the metal spike will keep it
just
from the wind and all that, so it's a sturdy sturdy thing.
Yeah, and it's a yes.
I had assumed it was metal because she beats the shit out of some zombies with that thing. And anything other than metal, I feel would have broken eventually.
Well, yeah, that's. I mean, and it's got some sort of like it's got like a plastic coating on it, and maybe it's a metal coated.
I don't know.
Who knows? It's not important. I mean, the prop master knows, but.
Oh, prop master!
It's not important.
Please come down from your tower, prop master. Thank you, prop master. What was that piece made out of?
Why are you trying to sound British?
I don't know.
Spit, spit, cheerio. Everybody only gets one question. Goodbye.
I didn't ask. Okay.
So, Nick has decided we're going to go into the Christmas tree place.
Yay! Christmas!
Why does this sound stupid?
See,
my question
it's
is
clear.
if
It's clear on the road ahead.
if this is this close to Christmas time, why the fuck are there that many Christmas trees left over?
It's not Home Depot.
Any Christmas tree lot you go to, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, it doesn't matter. At that point in time, most places have run out of Christmas trees.
and if they haven't run out of Christmas trees, the Christmas trees they had are
Charlie
Brown.
no longer fit to sell, or have just been like, well, we know it's 3 days before Christmas. We're not selling any more of these. It's gone. They've shut down. But my issue with my first issue with the Christmas tree warehouse traversal, I don't have a problem with traversing the Christmas tree warehouse. I mean, it's not the smartest thing to do, but if it will save them as much time as they seem to think it's going to save them, it's worth attempting. But I think the fact that they're creeping and going really, really slow doesn't make a lot of sense. I would think, especially considering, like I said, the zombies are shambly, it would make sense to move, not like sprint through, but move quickly.
At a ginger.
Move, like don't be
quicker pace than they did.
Right, don't be
like they did near the end, like the end of the thing when the zombies finally were attacking. They were moving a little bit brisker.
Like move, don't like just walk at a normal pace, a little faster, but don't creep like they're. I mean, if they had better lighting, if the looters had all four of them had produced torches, if there had been flashlights going around, then now we're justified creeping, because creeping lets us properly survey our surroundings and make sure that nothing is there.
But considering they didn't steal any flashlights, that also is shocking.
Well, I don't know that they were actually looting.
I don't know, but they had 3 carts full of stuff.
Yeah, that they left
and not
behind.
a flashlight in sight.
Well, it's because they left their carts behind. Maybe they were in the carts.
Maybe, and they just were like, "Hey, we'll come back for the carts."
I don't know.
Teenagers.
I liked how one had toilet paper, also a very 2020 hit. I went, "Oh, there went all the toilet paper."
Not a terrible thing to hoard in the zombie apocalypse, but.
Tree warehouse.
Yeah, tree warehouse. Yeah, I just it seems like they should be moving faster.
Yes.
And then they make some noise because they find a weird, creepy little
gnome
Christmas Mrs. Claus gnome thing that makes noise, and so then the zombie. All of a sudden, the
gnome. No one's gnome. That was it.
That's it. That was it. No one's gnome.
Gnome.
Gnome for the holidays.
I'll be gnome for Christmas.
No, I didn't.
Sweet gnome, Alabama.
So the zombies attack. They hit
all three of his friends are killed.
At least two of the four of the looters, the able-bodied teenage boys.
The three nobody friends are gone.
Are tackled by the zombie
immediately
in an unusually fast zombie moment.
Yeah.
It was getting close to nighttime. I told you.
You might be, like I said, you might be onto something.
Yeah.
And everybody just scatters. They don't stay, like, 2 run this way, 2 run that way, 3 run some other way. Like, they just. And as
like cats.
As many people there are, as many different directions as they run in. It's ridiculous. And the fact that at this point Anna is the only one who has armed herself.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the 4 guys who had weapons because they were off killing zombies. Chris is creeping through with his camera taking video like a dummy.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. I guess they were like, oh, for after. I don't know. Gave him something to do. Just kill it. It made it so that when the time comes near the end of the movie when his battery has to die, that would
makes
happen.
It plausible, yeah.
Because he kept using it.
Oh yeah, Nick. Yeah, this is the beginning of potentially seeing the other side of Nick, because he runs across his zombified friends.
Yeah. And
he can't bring himself to smash their brains in.
It's the
like.
There are positive things to Nick. I just don't like him. It's probably because he wins in the end, sort of.
The Wimps and Nick survive.
Yep, they all make it out of the tree house. We all make it out of the tree fort. We're all okay. Everybody's safe. Oh wait.
The 3 friends get lost. The 3 friends are lost.
And then John sticks his hand in a zombie's mouth.
After saying all the reindeer.
I did it. I said it. Oh God, he bit me.
I said, and
Charlie bit me.
Time to chain him up in the basement, because that's what they do in Shaun of the Dead. Nick Frost ends up chained up in the basement because he gets turned into a zombie.
I thought he was chained up in the tool shed.
Whatever.
And they're playing video games. No.
Full disclosure, I've only seen that movie the one time.
I've never seen it.
That's a fun one.
It's the first?
It's the first of the trilogy.
The first of the Cornetto trilogy?
Because it goes Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End.
I thought so.
I saw Hot Fuzz.
My favorite's World's End.
I agree. World's End is the only one that I own.
I own all 3 of them.
We watched Hot Fuzz at the Carlisle Theater.
We did watch Hot Fuzz at the Carlisle Theater.
Hot Fuzz is pretty good.
Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead are about neck and neck, but I think Hot Fuzz wins in the end for being a more easily digestible movie.
Yeah, it's an action. It's an action mystery movie. It's a more mainstream genre movie. It's not a zombie flick, and it's not a weird
sci-fi film.
It's not a weird sci-fi apocalypse movie.
That's what we should watch. Is World's End. That might be what I pick.
I'd be up for that.
I forgot what I wanted to pick.
Independence Day.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna do Alien Invasion Month inadvertently?
Maybe for March, maybe.
We can do Independence Day, Alien, because they're all the same movie.
That's why. Oh Lord.
Okay, so John gets bit, and he grabs Anna, and like wraps himself around her, and then struggles through this crowd of zombies, and then shoves her out the other side, and he gets drawn back in and eaten.
Cojones, John has.
He knew what he had to do.
Yeah, and he did it.
Yep.
Balls, John, balls. And Nick stood there, Wimped.
Like a bitch.
Defeated.
Nick was a bitch.
I wanted John to be as he went down. That's all I wanted. But we had to have that emotional moment.
Why did?
And then Anna goes crazy and starts killing a bunch of zombies. It's
Yeah, I
great.
was gonna say, and then my next note is ass kickery commences.
And Santa. She kills Santa.
Take that, fat man!
So, what separates a zombie from a corpse? Like, we see dead bodies, but they're also zombies.
I am assuming that if they were alive and they got bitten, then they turned to zombies. But I think the people, because in the beginning of the movie we talk about people were getting sick, so I think those people turned into the zombies. And then I think, well, if people got bitten, then they also become zombies. I think if you were killed, like if you're a dead body,
If you're dead first,
Yeah.
you stay dead.
yeah,
If you're alive, you turn into a zombie.
yes,
Yeah,
That's
you
why I
don't
think
get
grandma doesn't
reanimated.
turn- Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
They don't like pop out of the graves. I'm assuming that it was all alive.
No, that's
people
old
that-
school
yeah.
zombie.
I'm assuming that it was all alive people that just got really, really sick
Okay.
because that's what gets referenced on the radio in the beginning. Is that
See what you did, Resident Evil?
yeah? Darn Umbrella Corporation. So now we get to the school,
Yep.
and there's Savage eating his Christmas dinner.
Yep.
Silent Green is people.
Tyler said that it could be people. It's never actually spoken that it might be people. But I like to think that it is people. But because he's just kind of lost his mind and thinks that he can control these zombie people, so he's like, I'm one of them.
I didn't think of that, but that is possible.
But since we never see it, if it doesn't come back, I'm just assuming that maybe he was just eating. But But I like Tyler's turn where he was like, okay, is he eating the people? And then I was like, maybe he has severely lost his mind to the point where he's like, I rule the school, so that means I rule these zombies, so they're kind of my students.
So the implication is that he let zombies in and
They killed all those people.
killed
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. I that's what I thought. I'm like,
But I didn't know that
that's what I'm understanding.
until after the fact. But I definitely thought he was eating Dad. Dad's dead.
Yes.
No,
He's on the dinner plate.
it's still very possible that he could be eating people.
Yeah.
I just, because we don't know what's happened to everyone at that point, I didn't think that.
Mm-hmm.
But looking back on it, it makes sense as a possibility.
Yes, especially because of how
Grandma
how
tastes
insane he has gotten.
good.
Yeah.
Right. And now he's singing his I Won song.
Yes. After he locks the kids in there to die, and then blows a whistle. Sadistic. Then the candy
Statement.
What?
I think it was totally acceptable. I've met teenagers.
I think it
I've
depends
dealt
on
with
the teenager.
teenagers. I think it's totally acceptable.
I don't know. I think it depends on the teenager. I don't know if killing them all is the right answer.
Every human life is precious. Every human life deserves to be saved.
I don't know about that in the zombie apocalypse. Sometimes you need a sandwich and you gotta send Adam across the street.
You're never getting a sandwich. You're never getting a sandwich.
That's
Love you, Adam.
that's a reference to a dream Elijah had once upon a time.
Do we have time?
No, probably not. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me look. Hell no. No, we don't have time.
All right, we'll save it for another time.
What? Discussing my dreams?
Here's your zombie sandwich dream.
Nah. It's
I didn't know it was a sandwich.
We were going for supplies, so I just stated sandwich. But they get out. Then we decide to split up, like the Scooby Gang. Nick and Anna go to hunt for Dad. Steph and Chris go to hunt for the keys. And
Lovers reunited at last.
yep. And Chris finds his girlfriend and something else sad.
Oh.
Chris's grandma didn't survive
She had a heart attack.
because she had a heart issue and it just
Oh.
Gave out.
yep.
Grandma.
Either because she couldn't get her meds,
or because of what was happening.
Because of the stress of what was going on.
Because she had to have escaped with her, so she had to have been able to walk at least that far to make it up there with her.
Well, yeah, it was
room.
just like down the hall and around the corner.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
But still, they still had to get up and run from the zombies to be like, hide in this door. Huh.
Aww.
But yeah. Then he says goodbye to his grandma.
Aww.
And now we're off to go get the keys.
Yay!
We find out that Nick killed his dad.
Aww.
Yes. Don't be a disappointment for once. And Nick's, and we're Nick is a little bit humanized. He's a little bit.
It gives him the okay to be like, all right, you can. Spoiler: you could be one of the few people alive at the end of this movie.
Well, and it shed some light on potentially
and their relationship too.
Why he was the way that he was. He was a bully because he got bullied at home.
Yeah.
He was, and he turned to savagery because he was driven to savagery by his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the end.
And then we find out their relationship, that they talked a lot, and then he just dumped her, didn't care about their feelings and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, so they did have a thing and all that.
Yeah, and it's unclear that
she goes, it wasn't about the sex. It was because you were just like, so not there or emotionally or anything.
It's unclear the nature of their relationship. If they were friends, if they were boyfriend girlfriend, if they were lovers.
That's probably the one I would go with.
It's unclear
because when dad goes, I'm not near the end. My line is, I'm not crazy about your boyfriend. He goes, he's not my boyfriend.
Well, no, that's before that.
Yeah, I meant
before
that,
in their history.
Yeah,
they had a relationship before.
Oh, okay.
But it's unclear the nature of that relationship.
Gotcha.
I mean, it seems like they maybe at least like potentially they like lost their virginity to each other.
That's what I'm believing happened. That's why I'm going with lovers, because it was just like, okay. And then they were like, oh no, I will have nothing to do with you.
Well, because like...
Except for
she
arrest her.
apparently, like, she stayed at his house for a night.
Yeah, that's when they talked.
At one point.
Uh-huh.
And he never told anybody, so the implication was that they slept together, but... also that somehow people found out about it, or maybe that's what he thought she was angry about. I have to go back and watch.
That's what he thought that she was angry about, because I remember him being like, it was that's why she says it wasn't about the sex, it was about all the emotional stuff that you just then dumped me the next day. Because we had all those heart-to-heart talks, and then we went through all those emotions together. And it wasn't because we had sex and then you broke up with me. It was because of all that. That's why.
Yeah, see, you've seen this movie a couple of times. You remember this better.
Twice now.
I've seen it once. I can agree.
Okay, cool. Like I said,
I saw it very recently, so I remember.
Yeah, we did see it a couple hours ago.
Oh, okay.
My dementia hasn't erased it yet.
I watched it yesterday, but...
We watched it today.
But you don't necessarily know what's important, whereas you've seen it before. You're like, okay, I can pay
attention
to
So wait,
this.
technically today then there should be zombies.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
Right?
I'm a soldier of war.
Nick has led some of the zombies away so Anna can find her dad.
Nick possibly sacrificed
presumably
himself.
a suicide mission. But he'll come through and he'll be the one who saves everyone in the end. That was my prediction.
Then we get how are we going to get the keys out of there? She crawls on the floor to his office because the zombies are attracted to tinsel.
Question.
I was like, oh, Christmas spirit has saved us. What?
Are zombies cats?
These zombies are a little bit.
Sometimes, yes.
So
they respond to noises.
That means
if you have a laser, you might be able to catch them.
And carrots are zombies.
Yep. So that means you're a zombie because you got bitten by them.
They do bite.
So then she finds all these weird things in the professor's office.
Great.
It's a fun little montage joke there where she's digging through there to get the keys and stuff, and she just starts putting stuff in the bag. She finds a bottle of vodka, puts it in the bag. And then the last thing that causes the zombies to go towards the door, she finds a dildo in there.
She
Goes,
finds
and then drops it. Then Nick and his girlfriend, I can't remember her name. Do you have that written down? Lisa.
Wait,
Lisa!
Chris and Lisa.
Chris and Lisa.
Yeah. Lisa! Yeah. They come up with a plan. They start jingling tinsel. That doesn't work. And then they come up with another plan, and they're stuck behind the TV after playing a vid. I'm assuming it was his reel that he's been working on.
Yeah, or it's just they just played video.
Because then they, spoiler alert, get bitten.
Aww.
Yep.
And she's got a huge hole in her back.
They pulled a good chunk of meat off of her back.
Yeah, they got a good amount of her.
She tastes yummy.
And then they watch the TV, and they went by to Steph, and Steph
because he got bit also.
Because he got bit too.
Yep. They have a tender moment. They sort of they get to say goodbye to each other.
Yeah. And then they're left to turn into zombies, as we see later.
Yes. This is not a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
That's my next line. That's my next note.
Takes place on Christmas. It has a lot of Christmas themes. Flashes up a lot of Christmas.
I'm in agreement with Elijah.
This movie takes place at Christmas. It's not about Christmas. This movie could have... Never mind. We'll get into it.
Oh, no.
Spoiler alert.
No, it's fine.
Where am I? Time for my favorite song in the movie, To Save Dad, and with a fight song. A fight and a song. It's my favorite.
Music fight, yeah.
It's my favorite song of the whole movie. Almost on a daily basis, I almost listen to this song in the car.
Oh my.
They're fighting in the gym. They're having back and forth. The principal is going insane. Dad's tied to a chair. He's dancing with tinsel and is rubbing it against the dad, and he's just losing his mind.
It got quite sexual at one point.
That's why I'm saying he's losing his mind. Because he has a huge hard-on for, like, hating that man. Like, because everybody likes him because he's a nice guy, I'm guessing. So he's just like, but he's a janitor, and I'm the headmaster, vice principal. Everyone should love me. That's at least how I'm taking how he acted.
I don't think he understands how that works.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's hard to tell why he has such a big hate for him and his family. It's just weird. But he's just a hateful person who hates everybody. Maybe he stole his best friend and made her his wife. Like in Harry Potter. What?
Did you get my reference, Ken?
Yeah, you don't have the story quite right, but close.
You sure it's not 50 Shades of Grey?
I mean, with that tinsel, it could have been.
You're going to the Red Room, sir.
Ken, I didn't really watch most of the movies, so I just know that part. So I tried.
That's
real
fine.
hard.
You were close.
Thank you.
Dumbledore!
Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore!
Snape. Severus. Ron Weasley. Snape. Harry Potter. Woo! Harry Potter. Woo!
Boy, that's old.
Yeah, it is.
What are we?
I'm an old man.
33-year-old guy sitting here talking about Anna and the Apocalypse. About teenage angst.
I'm a young, handsome man.
Yeah, you're not.
That was hurtful.
I agree with you, Tyler. I think you're a handsome man.
Thanks, Ken.
I'm the old man of the group.
Thanks, Snooki.
Anytime.
Fuck you, Elijah.
Dumbledore!
The star smashes him out into the zombies.
Hey, it's the autopilot.
The star comes back.
Yeah! He got his just desserts.
Then he's smiling. He's like, yay, they're not going to kill me. And then they eat him.
Ah!
Then we get the tender goodbye from Dad.
Yep, because we learned the dad has been bitten.
Aww.
They've come so far, lost so much.
At least she gets to say goodbye and have a nice moment with her dad.
Aww.
Yep. Not crazy about your boyfriend. Not my boyfriend.
Yep.
Dad's
Nick
dead.
shows up. Nick re-enters the picture to help her escape.
Yay!
Merry Christmas. That is the line.
Oh yeah.
Was the
Anna
saddest?
asks Dad if she wants him to. If she wants her to help him out, i.e., kill him.
And Nick goes, no.
And Nick says, no, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because he knows.
It'll haunt her. Yeah,
He knows because he had to do it to his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And her dad also says, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
That was the saddest Merry Christmas I've ever witnessed.
Tyler's getting kind of teary.
It was the saddest Christmas ever. It was very... I'm like... When you normally say Merry Christmas, it's meant with happiness and joy.
My favorite is some of these beats could fit into a Hallmark Christmas movie, and it's very entertaining. Just take away the zombies.
Friend zoned. Reuniting with an old friend. Reestablishing, burying the hatchet with an old friend.
Yep, getting the dad's approval for you're grown up, yeah.
Yeah, go live your life.
Yep.
Do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my place to hold you back anymore.
Yep. It's all these very Christmas
Hallmarky
special,
moments.
Hallmarky, Christmassy specially things into a zombie movie.
It's not Christmas movies, just Hallmark movies.
What's a Christmas movie?
Thank you!
No, it's not.
2 versus the Horde. Well, we're boned.
18-wheeler. They should have run to the 18-wheeler, started her up. Gone
And I'm
cruising.
pretty sure it was running. I thought I heard a diesel noise.
I don't know that it was running, but
I don't know.
realistically...
I don't know if they were
realistically,
keys.
given the way that thing was sitting, sort of cockeyed, and the good chances are pretty good the keys were in it. If not in it, in the ignition, in it, dropped on the floor, or close by on a zombie corpse. But that's... I mean, it'd get a little dicey if you didn't know how to... If it was a stick shift and you didn't know how to drive stick.
This was 2017. They were teenagers. I guarantee you. They didn't know stick.
Maybe they did. I
They
don't
would
know.
have had to know stick. It's in Britain that most of the cars are stick.
That I don't know. That I can.
That I could tell you. I could tell you for Germany that it was a pain in the ass. My dad had to drive stick. He knows how to drive stick. He's not good at it, but he had to drive stick because they don't rent a lot of. They have 2 automatics in the entire place, so there's more stick than there is automatic.
I will
there.
research.
Interesting.
I can at least tell you that from driving in Germany that most of the people that we were riding with had stick.
That's Germany. This is England.
And
And
same
this is
jump.
America, and that's England.
Yeah, but there's an ocean between us. There's not an ocean between Germany and Europe where that's the same.
Yeah, it's called the English Channel, my friend.
It's pretty big.
They're called the British Isles for a reason.
Fine. Even your topography.
You mean geography?
Ocean
Map making.
ocean doesn't
Cartography?
really mean a thing.
Damn Canada's damn knowledge. He's right.
Just saying.
Shut up, Tyler. Fuck you.
I'll do research. I'll find out.
Tyler, you know how to say that?
I'll work on them this time.
Fuck you.
Oh, oh yeah, Nick. Oh yeah. Okay.
We get the montage of the zombies, all the zombie people that are zombied. Nick and
Oh yeah, flashback.
Oh, yeah, I said my note here is Steph needs to break in with the car because they're it's at this point where they're
screwed.
Where Nick and Anna are back to back together, but they're in this corner. They've got fences behind them, and just this horde of zombies slowly shambling toward them. But we know that Steph got her car keys, so
Where's Steph?
the only thing that needed to happen was she needed to get to her car, and then she could start it, and she could come to the rescue.
With an also great line.
Saved you. Boom.
Nope. Boom. Saved your life.
But then it cuts away, and we get to look back at, Chris and Lisa and John the zombies, and Dad as he's turning into a zombie.
Yep, and then as we are driving away in the car and everything, Hollywood Ending is playing its reprisal again, which just goes to prove that it was not a Hollywood ending.
Sadness.
Guy didn't get the girl.
Aww.
No one was cured. Like Ken said, the movie would end.
Aww.
Just has Merry Christmas across the screen and Santa.
A very scary Santa.
Where to next? My vote?
Albuquerque!
The ferry that usually takes people to France. I would either just, straight line it to France, or
Hang that left turn at Albuquerque?
hang that left turn and go straight into Scandinavia. It'd be a significantly longer trip, but potentially worth it. Yeah.
Robot punches?
I feel like we said everything that we can about this movie.
Okay, robot punches.
Tyler?
I'm gonna give it... I've been thinking about it. I'm thinking real hard.
Okay. I see the smoke.
Yep.
He's on fire!
This Tyler's on fire! Woo! I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm not a big fan of musicals.
Love me some musicals.
Even though
we have that in common.
Even though I said Bohemian Rhapsody was one of my favorite movies of all
really
time.
That's not a musical.
It's not really a musical.
That's a biopic.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because Ryan Malek doesn't sing any of those songs.
Yeah, 3. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I enjoyed it. The music numbers felt a little too High School Musical for me.
It's supposed to.
That kind of.
But it's allowed to not be to your taste, even if it is supposed to.
I know.
It's allowed to not be to your taste.
So, 3.
Do you want me to go next?
I can go. I don't care. Or do you want to go?
I can go next.
Okay.
2.75. It's better than a 2.5, but it's not a 3. Teen Angst and Mom's Dead, the musical. That was the thing that I was going to say at the beginning.
Third watch. I'm going to count how many times we reference Mom being dead.
I'm pretty sure. I wrote them all down.
I'm pretty sure it was like maybe 4.
That's about how many times they talk about Dad being dead in Christmas Chronicle.
Untrue. I'll watch both again.
And you guys, you got a lot of, that's, you can't beat up that movie for beating you over the head with Dad's dead.
I'll go with you. I didn't say anything against it. I said okay. I just said I'm going to research.
Because this movie does it just as bad.
I'm going to do my research, Ken. The last time I watched Christmas Chronicles 1 was in 2018. You watched it more recently than I did. So.
I did watch it more recently, but I think this movie would have been, aside from the absence of the convenient spiked candy cane, I think that this movie would be better served by not setting itself at Christmas time. I don't think it being set at Christmas time really adds anything to it. I think all it does is muddy the waters and make things. I mean, I guess it does provide easy access to that tinsel that distracts the zombies.
And a convenient tree hut for everyone to die in.
And a convenient, yeah, but that could be.
And delightfully entertaining costumes.
That could be the delightfully entertaining costumes is, well, it's the end of the year talent show, and they opted to do the delightfully tacky.
You don't get Frosty.
My favorite dish is fish.
Yeah, penguins.
You could still get penguins.
You can still get penguins. Yeah, that's the only one you still get.
There's an interesting, or not necessarily interesting, but something that I was thinking about this afternoon at work about this movie. Actually, it was probably this morning at work about this movie. Was this as a sort of postmodern zombie affair? And there again, I think it would do better with that if it didn't muddy the waters by being set at Christmas. I think if they're interested in deconstructing the zombie genre, which it seems like they maybe are with their no Hollywood ending, then removing the Christmas trappings would benefit it. It would clarify the message a little bit. But yeah, so that's, and it's like I said, it's set at Christmas, but it's not really about Christmas. So, not a Christmas movie. It's like Die Hard. It's not really a Christmas movie.
You take those words back right now, because Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Based on a video that I listened to, it is a Christmas movie. It's higher than some Christmas movies that are Christmas movies. Die Hard. Based on a list that we did, it was higher than White Christmas.
White Christmas is also not really a Christmas movie.
All right, well, Ken hates joy. Moving on to Elijah.
Despite the fact that it has Christmas in the title,
Ken hates joy.
That movie is bookended by Christmas, but a bulk of the movie takes place at the ski resort.
Holy shit!
At the ski
he
resort.
He said this exact same statement. He made this
over the off season.
He made this in 2018.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's not. Who did say this?
Thanks for bringing it up, because now I gotta go all the way back.
I gave you the video so that you could. It's not that hard to find, and I literally put White Christmas poster over whenever we talked about White Christmas.
Oh, okay. That makes
so it's not too hard for you to find where White Christmas is talked about. Ken says, and Ken actually says bookends, and at this hotel. White Christmas, 1954.
Not really a Christmas movie. Continue.
Yeah, what? Never heard of it.
It's fine, but it's not really a Christmas movie. And I mean, it starts and ends at Christmas, but it covers a whole year in between, so it's not really a Christmas movie.
All right.
This movie's fun. It's just fun. It's not. I really like the songs.
If Teen Angst is fun, then yep, it's a boatload of fun.
You gave it a 2.75. You had to like some parts of it.
It's fine. It's
so sitting here complaining about my statement. If Teen Angst is fun, it's not fun.
It's well put together. The song, at least one of the songs, is catchy.
There was joy in this movie, and I hated it.
Why are you not talking about how angsty it is? There's a lot of funny dialogue I enjoy. There's a lot of
the dialogue. Oh, some of the dialogue is pretty snappy. You're not wrong.
I enjoy the themes, and I like how it intertwines all of them. But I could see where it muddies like there's parts where like okay, we have an hour and like 25 minutes to do this movie, and we can't do everything, so we're going to try and do it, but it doesn't all work out at the end, which is why I gave it a 3 also.
And with that concludes our podcast. Check back next week when Ken finds joy.
Joy will be back.
It'll be the new year. Hopefully,
Ken finds joy.
2021.
2021, Ken finds joy.
So
That's the season I'm going to write on the headlines. Ken finds joy. 2021.
never mind. I'll tell you guys after we're done. It's fine. So is it that time of night?
Yes, I guess it is.
Ooh, I got some stuff to read.
It's that time of night. It's that time of night. It's that time of night. It's that time of night.
It's that time of night. Go
that
to our
time of night.
website,
It's that time of night.
www.thepostermanpodcast.com.
It's that
You
time
can
of night.
email us movie
It's that time of
suggestions
night.
at thepostermanpodcast@gmail.com.
It's that
Find
time
us
of
on
night.
Twitter at The Posterman,
that time of
Instagram,
night.
The Posterman
It's that time of
Podcast,
night.
Facebook, The
It's
Posterman
that
Podcast,
time of night.
YouTube,
It's
The
that time of
Posterman.
night.
We're
It's
also
that time of
on
night.
Letterboxd
It's that time
as
of night.
The Posterman Pod,
It's that
and find
time
us
of
on
night.
Patreon
It's
as
that
The
time of
Posterman
night.
Podcast.
It's that time of night. It's that time of night.
Did I forget anything?
It was that time of night. It was that time of night.
Hey!
And we go to user picks next month, so we'll see you all there
Remember,
next month.
you can pick your own nose, but your users can't pick your nose.
You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. But you maybe can pick your family's nose, because
Don't do that.
if you have that kind of special relationship with your brother or sister,
No.
you might be able to pick their nose.
No. You should
might.
never pick your family's nose.
Uh-huh.
No.
Sometimes it's okay.
The only acceptable time is when you're an infant and someone's got to grab that like squeezy ball thing and stick it up your nose and snort like suck the snot out of the nose. But other than that, it's unacceptable. Don't do it. Thank you for listening, everybody. Have a good night.
Dumbledore!
Snape. Severus Snape. Bye, everybody.